PTA, or TAP, or EPA, or PTO? The EdPTSD. Wait, did I just say that out loud? Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. As you saw from the intro, today we're finally doing it. I don't know if anyone actually is sitting there going, oh my gosh, I really need to know about this. But I've promised to do it for quite a few weeks, so I'm gonna do it right now. Today we are talking about the EdTPA and that writing process. So let's get started at the beginning of the semester. I've known about this for a while, and, you know, I started at the beginning writing, especially the first couple of weeks when I wasn't doing very much during the classes except observing. I found the documents online, the, templates that I needed. They're posted on my university's page, on their, I can't think of what it's called, but it's, the tool. It's, okay, so in some states they have Schoology, other states they have, Moodle, and for universities, they have, different online websites where you can get things, and professors can post, this is what we did today, etc., etc. I can't think of what that's called. They're, online learning somethings. I can't remember. But anyway, where was I? Oh, yes, that's right. I have the templates there, and I've talked to a couple of teachers who have taken this test, done the portfolio thingy, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it's actually defined as. I would assume it's defined as a portfolio. Not 100% on that, though. So don't take my word for it. That's just a really good guess, I suppose. I found the templates online, and then after having talked to people, I asked what they did to pass because, you know, people who had passed, I wanted their input. And they were like, you just Google passedtpa.com. Look up that website. I will put it in the description box below in case anybody wants it. www.passedtpa.com. It is amazing. It's got a perfect EdTPA. You can also Google what does a perfect EdTPA look like. It's someone who got a perfect score, what they did, everything they talked about, everything they worked through. It's not perfect because it's a little old. I think it's from 2015, so it's a little bit dated. But there's a lot of really useful information, and it helps you to think through the things that you need to think through that you're like, well, I've answered their question because some things are just implied. They don't want it to just be implied. They want it like you're talking to a middle schooler, but in much higher functioning language. So talking to a middle schooler in that you need to explain every little detail about it, but talking to a college master's graduate in your academic language, knowing your content, etc., etc. So it's really complex and stupid. Really stupid. I almost have the first task done, and I did the filming on track. I actually think I did the filming a little bit early. But then I stopped because I got really, really busy. And I was taking over classes, doing other things, and I just haven't had time. I've been meaning to do it, and I'm trying to sit down tonight to do it as soon as I get laundry done, because, you know, laundry is actually really important because I have nothing to wear tomorrow, so that's fun. Anyway, so task 1 is it's different for every discipline, has a little bit different area, but essentially task 1 is you plan. And you talk about your planning, and you do your lesson plan, and you tell me about your lesson plan, and you tell me everything that you didn't even think you needed to know because it's already in your head because that's what you spent 4 years in school doing. Or 5 or 6 in some people's cases. Sometimes even more. But anyway, you know it. They should know it. They're educators. But it doesn't matter because you still have to tell them anyway. So, you go through all of that, and then you take a video. And then you comment on the video. And then you do assessments. You do supplementary materials. And then you put in your student work and samples so you can talk about those in your assessments and reflections, and it's a hot mess. It would be so much more effective to just have somebody come in and look at the documents than to have to send them out to somebody to be graded and pay $600 for this. It is ridiculous. Whatever. I'm only done with task 1, kind of. So I'm done with the equivalent of 1/3 of the project, and the rest I have yet to do, and it's due next Thursday. It's Wednesday, so I got a little over a week. Super stoked. But I'm also like, I have a job interview on Monday, which I'll talk more about that next week, considering this week I am talking about the EdTPA. But I don't have a ton of time, and I'm doing a lot of things that are taking a lot of my time, so I'm getting everything done at school so that when I come home, I can just do the things I need to do at home, but because of wedding stuff and all of that sort of thing, my brain has been on the fritz, and I can't remember anything. It is crazy. Like, I can remember nothing. And, yeah, it's terrible. So, I'm struggling. What's new? Yeah. Okay, so that's the overview of the EdTPA. I don't have any parts that I really want to complain about, except it's just stupid. Honestly, all my complaints are summed up in it's stupid and it's an ineffective form of assessment. It's not authentic in any way, shape, or form. It appears to attempt to be authentic, but it's not. It's not even close. And someone who's in education should know that. Because, yes, I go through all this work, but that doesn't mean that I'm actually doing my job and getting the point across to the kids, because I'm too busy writing all these papers for you. When you could just sit down and interview me or have me do like a vocal walkthrough of these things. And look, does she know what she's doing? Yeah, she's an effective educator. Her kids are going from point A to point B. She's reflective. This is where she's getting her resources. Bam. You pass. You're good. I don't know what you want me to say at this point, because like, that will be so much more effective and factual and authentic than all of these papers. Because that's going into the classroom, that's seeing what they're doing, that's hearing the words from themselves and not putting it into a format because that's what you expect. Not everyone, let me put it this way, not every good teacher has the vocabulary of a professor. Most good teachers don't. Most really good teachers that really get something across to their kids that help them grow and change and learn aren't necessarily the best in their subject area. And that's not to say that they aren't trained or qualified, because they are, because they passed a test that we said was necessary. We met a standard. We went above and beyond that standard. This addition is simply Pearson saying we want more money, and the state probably gets funding from it, or for it, even though, you know, the state doesn't give us any materials for it, so why should they get paid? But whatever. I love education. I really do. So, anyway, that's my EdTPA rant for today. I will see you later, guys.